Messiah said, store up your treasures in heaven. Think about it. What treasures do you want in heaven? Give it away on earth. Give your leftovers, you'll get leftovers. Or you won't store up anything good. He said, what you give, you're going to store up your treasures in heaven. Give your best, and that's what you're going to get. It's a double win. Because God promises to bless you on earth as you bless others, and you bless the needy, and you bless His purposes. I was with a television minister who many of you know, but unlike some television ministers or ministries that focus on money, money, money all the time, he knew of another minister whose ministry school was going to close down because they didn't have money. He gave the woman $400,000 from their ministry. 1 month later, I believe, he gets a check for $1 million and $400,000. God bless. He said, give and it shall be given to you. I hear it again and again and again and again. That doesn't mean you're giving to get it back, but the fact that God's going to bless you for living righteously, great. When we started a long time ago, regularly giving to charities beyond us, giving to ministries beyond us, we started doing that. The moment we started, God blessed our resources. That moment. And after that, we said, let's give on top of that. And we started giving, let's give also, especially also to Israel as well. God says, bless them as well. So we did. And right when we did that, God again blessed it. Give and it shall be given to you. God is real about His word. Give. So he takes his clothes, bandages him up, pours oil and wine on him. Why? Because wine will disinfect. It's got alcohol. Will disinfect. Oil will soothe. So he didn't have a first aid kit, but he used what he had. But it means he somehow had to have that oil on him, and he had to have wine on him. He brought enough to, ultimately he's going to bless somebody. Puts the guy on his animal, probably a donkey, brings him to an inn. Verse 35. He's watching over him, by the way. It's because it says he still cared for him. Now the guy might be unconscious this whole time. And on the next day he took out 2 denarii and gave them to the innkeeper and said, take care of him, and whatever more you spend, when I return, I will pay you. So he leaves, he blesses him, gives money to bless the man he doesn't even know, who's Jewish, who is technically an enemy. And he's not obliged to do any of it, but he commits his money to him. And he says, whatever you spend, I'll repay. Now, that's not a wise thing to usually do in the world, to tell somebody, whatever you spend, I'll do it. But here it is the Lord, whatever. He says, it doesn't matter, I'm going to bless this man. Because of his mercy, his deep compassion. He saw through everything else. The man who was beaten and half dead may never have even known about it. The parable doesn't say he said anything. Again, he says he was half dead. He could have been unconscious the whole time.
To find out how you can receive more of Jonathan's teachings, to receive special free gifts, or get in touch, go to hopeoftheworld.org or call toll-free 1-800-YESHUA-1. That's hopeoftheworld.org or call 1-800-YESHUA-1. That's 1-800-937-4821. You can also get more at Jonathan Cahn's Facebook page or write us direct at Hope of the World, Box 1111, Lodi, New Jersey 07644, USA.